Howdy, thanks for joining me. I'm Joe Schmeezy, Sales Support Engineer at Sony Electronics, and we're here in Las Vegas at NAB 2017. And what I've got in front of me right here is a new idea at Sony, a new direction using some of our leverage technologies. This is the UMC S3CA. It's got, you know this camera, but you don't know you know it. Inside this little box right here is the imager for the Sony a7S Mark II, which is becoming a super popular camera because of its ability to do really high ISO shooting. So because there's a lot of new stuff happening in spaces like VR and 360 and augmented reality and drones and all this kind of stuff, having a really capable imager in a really small footprint has been asked for. So our response to that is the UMC S3CA, and that's this little guy right here. And it's actually pretty simple as a camera goes. It's an imager in a box. It takes a pin power connector. It uses a micro HDMI connection to get your video in and out. And the control of it is either off of a 8-pin DIN connector, which you would know from the Sumer Sony world, or if you're a PlayStation fan. And it was that weird, almost looks like an S-video connector that would give you like a start-stop controller and things like that. We also have a micro USB connector on it that is got a lot of extra special sauce coming down the cable. This can do Genlock. We can control it from a computer, which is what I've got actually going on right over here. So from here, I can drive this camera. I can drive the lens if it's an E-mount lens. If not, you'll just put an adapter on it and you'll have to deal with it mechanically. And we can go about using this a couple different ways, where it's either I can have it hooked up to the computer and I can kind of deal with it that way in a live control scenario, or I can set it up via the computer, hit it to record, and then we would set it in my car rig and we would go. So the UMC S3CA is a new platform for Sony. We're looking for as much development as folks want to throw at it. We're trying to be friendly. So if you think you've got an application for this camera, we totally want to hear about it. And you'll be seeing it in other places around the booth. We've got a 10-camera rig made by Radiant Images for a VR product piece that they've done for us. And you'll be seeing this other places in the future. So that is the UMC S3CA camera here at NAB 2017 at the Sony booth. Thanks for joining.